All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about how to attract your soulmate. Everyone that I've talked with wants to find their soulmate. They want to find that person. They want to find that other half of them that they can connect with and just live a beautiful, wonderful life. You know, that romantic connection that you see in all these movies where two people just miss each other and then see each other and then fall in love at first sight and then get married, have a bunch of kids, have a great life. So, what is a soulmate? Your two souls, before you were even born, both decided to meet in this life. So the reason why when you guys see each other and connect, it's just this instant connection, is because there's a really good chance that the two of you have been in love in previous lifetimes. And you may have experienced 40, 50, 60 years together, living together, making love, having a family together, experiencing the death of one another and the heartbreak and all of that, and then your own death. And then you come back into a new baby body. You're born, you both grow up, and all of a sudden you see each other and there's this like, wow, you look very, you have this familiar frequency and I really appreciate who you are. Can we connect? And the cool thing about soulmates, which a lot of people don't realize, is that you have many soulmates. Now, I'm not saying that definitively, because some people may have just one soulmate. Maybe they're a fresh new soul and they just met a fresh new soul, right? But for the majority of people, you're going to have many people that you've been in love with. I say in love. I don't mean in love in quotes. I actually mean like in love with in many lifetimes. And you'll meet those people. And in this lifetime, you may have a soulmate that is the same sex as you. And so you don't necessarily feel this sexual connection. Let's say you are heterosexual. You just feel this like instant bond because you guys have had many lifetimes and experiences together. And then you may meet the soulmates where it does have that yin-yang, reflective, masculine, feminine energy, whether you're two males, two females, male, female, whatever. It's all about the energies of the masculine and feminine balancing each other out and becoming this beautiful, loving relationship. So there's 3 ways to magnetize your soulmate. So the first thing is just simply say, I want to meet my soulmate. Now, not coming from a place of lack, not like, oh, I need my soulmate, otherwise I'm not happy and I'm not going to be happy until I meet my soulmate. No, that's not going to work. It's not going to work because that energy is repelling. You can find the energy within that desire that is very real, that is, I want to meet my soulmate and I'm excited to meet my soulmate. And I can't wait to meet my soulmate. And yes, I do want to meet my soulmate. So you put that out there. Bonus points if you tell someone that, or if you write it down, if you journal it, if you type it out on the computer. Put it out there. And put it out there often. However, once you've put it out there, just go about life like you normally would. And all of a sudden, someone may enter your life. And it may be 6 months from after that. But they will enter your life in the perfect moment. Now, the second thing you can do is write down all of the qualities that you really, 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 really want. Because as two souls who have yet to be born, you are going to make these agreements like, hey, I'm going to look like this. You're going to be attracted to this. You're going to do this, I'm going to be attracted to that. And so by being clear with what you want, you create a vision within your mind that will recognize the frequency, recognize the person, the soul in front of you when they're there. Because it is possible to meet a soulmate, and because you haven't processed whatever you need to process, or maybe you're not present and you're thinking about work, you can kind of like, not right now, maybe come back in the next rotation of us meeting again. So we have 1, making a declaration. Want to meet my soulmate. I'm ready. right? I'm ready to do this. And I have done this and it does work. And 2, writing it down. I've done that. It also works really, really well. I have to type it in like Evernote or Google Docs or something where it's online. I really appreciate that my intentions are being sent into the cloud, which is kind of like going around the world. So it's like it's sending my intentions around the world. So number 3, be the person your soulmate is ready to meet. And what that means is work on yourself, focus on yourself, do the inner growth work. So I, going through life, grew up very shy. The idea of even talking to a girl was amazingly frightening, and I would just get white in the face and I would say nothing. There was this one girl in high school that I was absolutely in love with. She looked like an alien, this like small head, thin, like long neck. I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And I didn't say a word to her. She would sell ice cream, and so I'd get in line just to like have a single word conversation with her. I would say like, thank you, and just walk away. And I mentioned it to my friend, and he told her that I liked her. And she said, well, why doesn't he just come talk to me? I would try, and I would just like stare at her and not say anything, probably like a weirdo, and then I would walk away feeling even worse. And basically, the shyness that I had to work through was an element of my self-growth work. The confidence that I had to find within myself was an element of my self-growth work. And I did all these different workshops, meditations. I did anything that I could find, retreats. I worked with a Buddhist monk for a while to find out who I was and to unblock emotions, unblock things within me that are preventing me from shining my true self. Because our true self is the self that's going to be attractive and attracted to our soulmate. So consistently doing self-growth work, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to like a workshop or retreat, because those things are generally expensive. I think they're usually worth it because the money then comes back. But all you really need to do is recognize that life is a lifelong learning process, and that you're always growing, and just be open to the fact that you are a growing, evolving being. And that kind of opens you up to the natural flow of evolution. So it can very much just, you don't have to even try for this one. You just have to be open to seeing the open doors that elevate you, that lead to that stairway that takes you to the next level. And you can then evolve and grow from there. What we've done is we've set this declaration. 1, declare, yes, I do want to meet my soulmate. 2, write down all of the traits and qualities. And 3, cleanse yourself, open yourself, kind of like, I say like squeegeeing yourself so that you can shine. Like let's say you're just a beam of light, but you have like gunk all over you. And so you rinse yourself off and you squeegee yourself off and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is me. Nice. I feel good now. I feel like I could go meet someone and we would have a good conversation. So I have met many soulmates, and I feel as though once you reach a certain point, which down here is bad relationships. And by bad relationships, I mean I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know myself. I didn't grow. I didn't do the work. I had repressed like anger that I didn't even know I had, sadness I didn't even know I had. I would not speak my mind. I wouldn't speak my truth. I wouldn't share with the person that I was with any of my intimate thoughts out of fear of just them not liking me. And I had to work through that. These were difficult relationships. And then once I worked through enough of those, I was then here, where all I really meet now are soulmates. It's really beautiful, and it can be temporary. You may fall in love and be like, yep, that's it. Connect, grow, and now you are both married and you live life and you have a great life. Some relationships are also only meant for a short period of time. So like, let's say you are in a relationship for 6 months and then it starts to just not feel relevant. It's good to talk about that, bring it up. That may extend it a few months, and then maybe it still doesn't quite feel relevant, but you talk about it and you're really open about it. And if relationships aren't meant to be, it's always equal. It's always both people feel on a soul level the same way. However, on a human level, this person may have a fear of abandonment, and they may be having it get in the way of not feeling like they're loved, or whatever that may be. And so that's why communication is so important, to have that strong communication, so that if you choose to separate, you can separate in love, which is new paradigm. It's very possible, and I honestly think it's the only way to go. Like, any person that I have a relationship with from now on into the future, whether we stay together or not, I will always be in love with them. We will always have that love in our relationship, whether or not there's the sexual romance. You know, you can remove sexual romance and you can always be in love. And to separate in love is to have really good communication, and to be open, and to share, and to always have your heart open, so you're always shining love on them. And if both of you have your hearts equally open, you'll always just love each other for your whole lives. So that's 3 ways to meet your soulmate, and a little bonus for you. I hope that you meet your soulmate, and I hope that you find your true love, because if it's meant to be, you will.